Hello and welcome to more Sonic Unleashed. Right over here, we have Adabat. The village is an architectural marvel built atop the water and ringed by ancient ruins. And I'm pretty sure we have a nighttime stage here. That is a really weird layout. So I guess we just walk all the way through to the back. So, got some nighttime action coming here today, which is awesome. I know this is a controversial opinion, but I actually personally think that the nighttime stages are better than the daytime stages. I actually like them more. I really look forward to these nighttime ones. So we're gonna go right through. Kind of an interesting place. I'm not sure where this is meant to be modeled after as far as real life, because I know a lot of these places, pretty much everywhere, is based off somewhere from real life. But I guess some type of tropical region. Now we're gonna have to go daytime to get across there, so maybe we do have to go daytime today. This episode. Let's grab this CRUD. Okay, there's 2 and 2 for this area. I think most places, most of the hub worlds tend to have 2 of each thing to collect. Another thing we can do here. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say we can wall jump up there. Wow, there's another shifter. I don't know why there's so many shifters, but maybe there wasn't one down below. No, there's definitely one down there. I think this is the first area that's had 2 of them. I think, a boss area back there, but we're not too concerned with that right now. A third one! There's so many shifters! That's what I was looking for! Wow, another night battle. They're just making these collectibles really easy right now. So maybe we can go to different places during the day. I've seen just so many spots for portals. But I want to go right up here at level 5 for the nighttime. Jungle Joyride. Let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, it's kind of jungly. I don't know if it's based on like the Amazon, or it's probably completely just a fictional jungly place with some kind of loose ties to somewhere in real life. Seems kind of what they're mostly doing, but it's very pretty, very colorful. It's not like super bright colors, they're kind of more dark colors, but it's a large variety of them. I really like it. I like the purples and all that. I'm definitely a big fan of colorful environments. Part of why I love a lot of the Mario games is they tend to have a lot of bright colors. And honestly, even Mario's not like the best example of games with lots of color, but I don't know, I just like really colorful games. I don't really like games that are kind of dark and gritty, unless they do it really well, but most games just kind of try to be like cinematic and realistic, and it just doesn't do anything for me. I think the biggest issue overall with games that try to look realistic is that a few years down the road, and especially like a decade down the road, those games will always look bad. Even if they looked really good at their time, games that try to emulate real life always end up looking bad in the long run. Where games that kind of go more stylized and all that, more artistic, they usually age a lot better. I mean, just look at games like Zelda Wind Waker. That game still looks really good. Where even Twilight Princess, which it's still very stylized, it's kind of more gritty and real. I think that the artistic style of Wind Waker has held up a lot better than the one for Twilight Princess, even though I really like the style for Twilight Princess too. Alright, let's go ahead and wreck these wasps. These are my hardest enemies, especially when there's 2 of them. Oh, I was trying to grab him. I didn't even know I was doing it. He got healed? If you mess up, they get healed? What the crud? I've got a feeling there's a better way to deal with these things, because I've honestly been getting wrecked by them. And it's like, I've tried to use aerial combos in the past, and they just miss so much. Like, you have to be perfectly at their exact level to hit them at all. Otherwise, they're just going to totally dodge you. So I think you really do have to grab them. It's kind of an issue. Whoa, I didn't know you could do that, though. That's kind of cool. Looks like if they miss, they go for some kind of... They get stuck in the ground, and maybe that goes out in your favor. The problem is really just having 2 of them is pretty tough. But I think if we throw them in the water like that, that might work out in our favor. I don't get the experience for it, but honestly, those wasps are just such tough enemies. I don't even care if I get experience. I just want them to be dead. I want to move on without dying from those guys. Dealing with 1 is fine. You just smash B and you're fine. Dealing with 2 is tough because you pick up 1, the other one flies in and starts wrecking you, and he knocks the first one out of your hands, and then you pick up the second one, and then the first one knocks the second one back out of your hands, and it's just kind of a bad cycle. And I'm not sure if you pick up a guy, I'm not sure if you can shield while you're doing that. If you can, maybe you can pick a guy up, then shield the second one, and then throw the first one. I don't know, but basically, I'm really bad at fighting the wasps, and they're kind of the only enemy that I have a lot of trouble with. At first, when I first fought those wizard guys, I had a lot of trouble with them, but I think the big reason I had trouble was because they were hitting me with their magic, but I found if you just kind of don't get hit by the magic, they're fine. They're easy to hit. They're not like the wasps where they're just straight up hard to actually attack. And I've had trouble with like the big guys, but I found you just dodge the shockwave and get behind them, and they're fine too. But I really haven't found the best way to deal with the wasps. I mean, just using B has kind of worked for me in the past, but you guys saw the death I had. Kind of didn't do so well, so I think I've got to find something better. You guys saw me try to go for those aerial attacks, which I figure that's why the aerial attacks are in the game, for the flying enemies. So I try using them, but unless you're like at the exact height of the wasp, they just completely miss. So it gets really tough. We got to switch down here. It's going to drop that barrier, and it looks like it's going to raise these. The barrier was probably dropped by me killing the enemies. So you know what? Let's go down here first. I bet you there's going to be collectibles over here. Just don't drop in the water, and we'll probably be fine here. Yeah, looks like there's a day medal over this way, so let's get that guy. Let's get him! 2 out of 10. Oh gosh, don't get stuck here. Yeah, I do want to try to get to level 6 for day and night. I've got a feeling that level 6 is going to be... Wow, a second one! Holy crud. But yeah, I do have a feeling that level 6 is going to be the highest level we actually have to get to just beat the game. I'm sure there might... Well, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing there's going to be a higher level later on. Oh gosh, could have used that earlier. I'm guessing there's going to be a higher level later on for like bonus stages. And there is quite a lot of DLC in the game as well. There's a lot of stages as DLC. So let me know, do you guys want me to do all the DLC stages as well? I'm not sure if you guys are, you know, ready for the next game, or if you guys are still really hyped about some Sonic Unleashed. You guys want to see this one and see everything it has to offer. So let me know either way. I mean, the game is getting pretty close to the end, so I guess that decision's got to happen here pretty soon. But let's go ahead and grab these guys. Get through here. Haven't really had any enemies for quite a while, which is kind of a nice refresher. I like when they break up the platforming and the enemies and all that. Let's see if we can get up there. Give ourselves another night medal. I got a big... I don't even recognize this guy. That looks kind of new. I'm just going to try the good old strats and just get behind him. Looks like he's trying to swirl around to find me. And he might be going for some kind of crazy charge attack in front of him. Oh, he's spitting out little dudes. Now, I could grab him right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish him off like this. And we got him, so he spawns a bunch of these little guys, but not really afraid of them. They die pretty easily. So let's just go wreck them like that. Grab all these dudes. I don't really need them, but whatever. You know, let's go hit the switch. The last switch we hit, we didn't have to put anything on, and I'm guessing this one is the same. Yep. So let's go get that extra life. And get right across. Wow, we've had like one enemy plus the enemies he spawned, and then another checkpoint. I personally love frequent checkpoints, and I could not see. Gosh dang it. That's why I like checkpoints. But I've kind of talked about this before, but it is still true that... Oh gosh, I really can't see. I just personally don't find repeating content... I guess it depends on the game, but for the most part, I don't find repeating content to be a very interesting game design. That's why I like frequent checkpoints. I mean, you can't have them constantly, otherwise it'll completely remove the challenge. Like if you... What the... If you basically had a checkpoint like every single jump, that'd be basically like you just couldn't die. Which some games do that. I think Fable 2 made it so you straight up can't... You really can't die. If you do happen to die in the game, all that happens is you get knocked down, lose a bit of experience, and you come back up. I don't even know what just happened. My guy just went down right there. Okay, I'm not sure if the... What the crud? I didn't even push a button and I dropped off right there. So I guess we do have to react to the waterfalls up above. And I kind of screwed up. Right, so even down below, I guess it's beneficial to wait for the waterfalls. I didn't even realize at first that they go on and off. So I guess the visibility issues I was having is kind of a non-issue. You just gotta wait for them. So let's be very patient here, Sonic. Very patient. There you go. Okay, just wait for it. No! No! Dude, I guess even if you are holding on to it and you just wait, they will push you off, so we have to just go. Just go. Oh gosh, get out of there! No, get out of there, grab on! Alright, cool. But as I was saying, on the topic of checkpoints, there becomes a point where it's like, I've done this combat section, I have no desire to repeat the combat section. I've already proved that I can beat it. You know, I've made my progress. I don't feel the desire to do it again, you know? And some people disagree with that. They think that that's where the challenge is you have to do a big old sequence all in a row. And to some extent that's true. If you, like I was saying before, if you have too many checkpoints, the game's gonna be way too easy. But at the same time, you could balance around that. You could know that you're gonna have a lot of checkpoints, and because of that, you can make each individual challenge more difficult. Think about, back when I played I Want to Be the Guy, there's actually a lot of games based on that engine. They basically call them fan games, and there's thousands of them. And one thing that those games do, first of all, they don't have lives, so you can't get game over, which is awesome. You can have infinite tries at a challenge. But certain games under that engine, they'll make the certain obstacles way hard, but they'll give you a checkpoint right after and right before it. And then they'll have a section where there's easier obstacles, but fewer checkpoints. So you can really use checkpoints as a feature to balance difficulty. And personally, I like games that are a little bit harder on an individual obstacle basis, but have more checkpoints, personally. But let's go grab this guy. Got him. I'm actually doing pretty good on night medals. That's not usually common for me. Alright, so let's go set this guy in place. Yo, if we can get all 6 night medals, that would be awesome. I don't know if I've ever gotten all of this particular type of medal on a stage in my first go. I guess we're going up here. Yep, we got a lever to hit. Or pull or whatever. Yank it to the side, Sanic! There you go, dude! Just gonna drop back down here. I guess I'll grab these rings. I mean, you might as well grab them for currency anyways, but it is nice that they actually give you a heal. I kind of like how they incorporate the ring mechanic into the nighttime, where it just works as extra health for you. Alright, got another one of these big guys. You know what? I have no idea how he hit me from behind, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually use my Unleash. As soon as he does his next attack, I'll go ahead and do it. It looks like he really wants to look at me. There you go, you can look at me, dude. You did it, you looked at me. He's gonna go for his crazy combo up there, but I'm gonna be totally behind him. So, watch out. Wow, how does that hit me? I was not even anywhere near him right there. I even walked away specifically to avoid that. Oh, his jumping animation kind of glitched out when I hit him right there. Okay, get behind him. And finish this guy off. Finish him off, Sonic. There we go. Kind of a sloppy fight on my part, not super well executed, but oh well. Just grab that glorious experience. Oh baby, so much of it. And we'll heal up back to full here. Alright, so it looks like we have some kind of puzzle here. Do we have to knock down this waterfall somehow? Whoa, I think I hear the goal. Yep, the key's right back there. Have I been playing for a long time, or is this a really short night stage? I feel like this is just a short night stage. Okay, let's drop down here. Let's go across. Unless we like get transported to some different area before we can get through that waterfall. But it seems like we might just be having the quickest night stage yet. So we got a couple of switches here. We got a leaf. I don't know if there's like a particular order we have to hit them in, or if it's just hit them all and we're good. Okay, let's go up to this one here. This one is a flower. No, that one's wrong. So we might have to go back and hit the first one. Let's go try to hit this one. Oh, I kind of see. I see what we're doing. So basically, there's pictures on them, and it shows a flower progressing through its growth, and we have to hit them in the order the flower would grow. So this would probably actually be the second phase. Now, this is of course assuming the first switch is not unpressed, so we probably have to go back and hit this one again. I don't think it remained pressed. I could be wrong there. Yeah. So this one's unpressed. So we got to press this one. Now we have to press the flower in its second phase. So the question becomes, which one is that? But I think it's going to be that one that had no flower bud quite yet. So if you look up on this one, you can see that it's pretty much a bloomed flower at that point. So we're going to go across here. Now this one's going to be a flower bud. So it's got a bud, but it's not totally bloomed. Let's go see if there's anything else up here before we move on. Oh, there we go. We got ourselves a day medal. So let's go ahead and grab that guy. And it looks like those grabby grabs kind of dropped as we grabbed onto him. But yeah, this should be the second one over here. Where are you? Oh, night medal. Sick! Oh, 5 out of 6. So close. Can we get them all? So we hit that guy. Now I think we have to go across this way. And we hit the flower bud. And I think doing all this is probably going to drop the waterfall. Yeah, we got that one. So now we just got to go back across and get the fully bloomed flower. And that should do it. Unless there's a fifth one I'm not noticing. And it looks like that's going to do the trick, guys. We got the waterfall turned off. Not sure how hitting switches turns off a waterfall, but CRUD happens. Let me sneak by and see if there's any hidden stuff. Nothing. Okay, looks like we're just going to grab the key then. So we had a little puzzle at the end, but overall, that was a pretty short night stage. 12 minutes. A little bit longer with my deaths, but we got an A rank on that one. 6 out of 10 for day and 5 out of 6 for night. Overall, not too shabby. Got ourselves just one art book. There's probably a lot more to do here that I kind of missed on, but oh well. Let's go ahead and level up our Unleashed here. And I guess let's get out of here. Let's go, Sonic. Alright, guys, and I guess that's going to be it. We actually tackled the whole night stage in a reasonable amount of time. I think next time we might also have a night stage. I'm not entirely sure on that. But in any case, I'll see you guys then. Take care.